welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how I got this makeup look. I'm going to do a talk through tutorial on how I got this look. I really hope you guys liked it. I really ended up liking this makeup look. It is inspired by like pinks. This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I wanted to do a pink look. I thought it would be fun to do to get inspired by pink, because pink is the color of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I hope you guys like this makeup. I am so happy with it. I love the glitter. I love the matte kind of rest of the face-ish, but like the really glitter on the lid. I hope you guys liked it too. If you want to know how I got this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's just get started. We are gonna start with the eyes today because I'm gonna do glitter, I'm gonna do heavy eye, you know, it's gonna be a lot of drama on the eyes. I know I'm gonna get fallouts, I'm gonna get glitter on my cheeks. That's why I'm gonna start with the eyes. So I already primed my eyes, and the eyeshadow palette I'm gonna use today is the NYX Ultimate palette in Brights, which this is a very good palette if you want a really bright palette. It's a great dupe for the Urban Decay Electric palette. Like, if you can't afford that palette, I totally recommend this one. But I'm also going to use this palette. I've never tried it before. This is from Smashit, and it is stunning palette. Like, look at those colors. Those are like pinky, peachy, beautiful shades. I'm gonna also play around with this one. I'm gonna use the lightest pinky tone here just to set the eyelid first, just so when I go in with the other shades, it's gonna be like super sticky. So I'm just gonna set the eye to have a smooth base. So next color we're gonna go in with is from the NYX Ultimate palette, and I'm gonna go in with a super bright pink color right here. I'm gonna go in with a big fluffy brush from Inglot. This is 6SS. And I'm just gonna start working that in, like back and forth in the crease. By the way, I'm gonna look crazy for probably half of this video, because once you do like eyeshadow with no face makeup, you look crazy, especially when you're doing like glitter and a ton of like drama on the eyes. It looks so weird until you get like the face makeup done. Next shade I'm gonna go in with is the purple color in the NYX palette, with a Sigma E25 brush, and I'm just gonna work it in my outer corner to build up the color and deepen it up a little bit. Something that when I tried it yesterday, I felt like I went a little bit too high up. That's something that I do a lot. Like, that's a big mistake if you go too high up with a dark color. I'm gonna really try. I'm gonna try to not take it up as high, because you want to see the pink shade as well. So I'm just gonna try to focus it lower in the crease area. So now we're gonna deepen it up even more. I'm gonna go in with the Smashit palette. I'm gonna take the black shade right here and use a pencil brush, E30 from Sigma. I'm gonna take the black. I think I'm actually gonna mix the black with the purple, because I just want it to be a very dark shade. Not like stark black, and I'm just gonna define it and smoke it even more, make it even darker. Whenever I am using a pencil brush, it can look a little patchy, so always go in with the blending brush right on top to blend it out. Because the brush is so small, that's why it can look a little patchy, because you can't really blend with the brush. So I'm just gonna go in with a blending brush. I'm using Sigma Firm Blender. So now we're gonna start working on the, not cut crease, but I always like to do some concealer before I'm gonna go in with a lid shade to really make it pop, because as you can see, there's a lot of purple, pink on the lid. So we are going to really, I guess, cut the lid a little bit, and I'm just gonna use any concealer. Right now I'm just using Bare Minerals. Doesn't matter, you can use whatever concealer you want to, but I'm just gonna pat it on the lid. And something that I always like to do is that do this to make it like go up in the crease, and as you can see, it went a little higher. So that's as high as I'm gonna go with the lid. So you actually are creating a bigger lid for yourself, more place to work on. It's gonna look better, your eyes are gonna look bigger. It's just a really nice technique to see exactly how far up you wanna go with the concealer. I'm not gonna do like a full cut crease out here. I'm gonna leave the outer corner dark. And right now I'm just gonna, on top of this, I'm gonna use glitter, but first I'm just gonna go in with a light pink pigment. Always when I'm using pigments, I like to use some MAC Fix Plus on the brush to make the pigment stay better on the brush. This is just a random benign brush, FDB4. And all you want to do is just basically set the concealer area. Then you want to take the blending brush again, blend out the edges, not touching the shimmer shade. Make sure the eyeshadow is like hugging the metallic shade. I also am going to use a little bit of the pencil brush, use some of the purple shade again, just to define the line right here a little more. Then I'm just going to take the pink on a blending brush and try to buff back and forth. As you can see, it just kind of blends it together a little better. Then it is time for the glitter. I'm going to use some glitter primer from NYX. I was going to use glitters from NYX. I'm going to mix two different ones. I'm going to mix rose and red. So these two, I'm going to use most of rose. So what I'm just going to do with the glitter primer, I'm just going to take it on a flat brush from, this is from GRAIL, number 10, a flat shader brush. Pat it on top of the pigment. Anywhere I have the pigment, I'm gonna put the glitter primer. Then I'm just gonna take the mixture of the two pigments. As you can see, I have glitter on the brush. Just gonna tab it on top. Just gonna see that I have glitter every place so it isn't patchy or anything. I'm gonna take it close to the lash line. How cool is that? Love that. I'm also just going to go in with a pencil brush again just to define it even more now as I added some glitter. Now I'm just going to go and do the same on the other eye and I will be right back. So now I just did the other eye and I also added some lashes. And I'm not done the other eyes, that's why it looks a little weird. But I think I'm just going to do the face and then set the under eyes and then do the under eye eyeshadow, okay? So right now we're going to do the skin makeup. By the way, a lot of these things I'm trying today are really new. So this, I could call this a full face first impression, but I feel like I've done so many of those. So, but a lot of these things are new. But I'm going to use foundation. I'm going to try these new foundations, the Total Control foundation from NYX. I'm going to mix medium, olive, and golden. So I'm gonna try to drip it down my face. Ooh. Take probably one drop of the golden. Probably is, because that's kind of dark. It's probably too dark, but we'll see how it blends in. Yeah, it blends nicely. I'm going to use a brush and a beauty blender. That's always what I like to do. And then just going in with the NYX beauty blender. Dab it a little bit more into the skin. Well, the finish is beautiful. Definitely nothing negative to say about that. So I'm going to do the same on this side. And a mix of golden. I don't think I ever tried a foundation that has a drop. So that was really fun. A little bit in the forehead. I really enjoy how this looks. Gonna add a little bit more. Ooh, right here. I don't think this has a full coverage. You can probably build it up. I definitely have a good medium here. Nothing negative to say about that. I'm gonna use my favorite concealer in the world. This is the BareSkin from Bare Minerals. I'm gonna use that. I'm using the color Light. So the reason why I waited with doing the under eyes is because right now I would mess up the under eyes with the concealer. That's why I'm just gonna do the concealer now, bake a little bit underneath the eyes, and then do the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna take my finger and pat it in underneath my eyes. Remember when we all used to do this? I always used to apply my concealer like this. I never do it anymore. Now I'm gonna bake with the Sensai loose powder. I absolutely have been loving both of the Too Faced powders, the Born This Way and the Peachy powder. It's so good for baking, both of those powders. But the Sensai one is like my first love, and it really has never failed me. I can apply so much and it never ever looks too much. And then for the rest of my skin, I'm just gonna use the same powder with a bigger brush like this. Well, just a normal powder brush. Underneath my eyes, I'm gonna do a mix of the pink and the purple. But we're gonna hop right into bronzer. I'm gonna bronze up with a new bronzer. This is Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. I love their, oh, it's actually right here. I love the butter bronzer. I've hit pan on it. Smells amazing, perfect tone. I love this bronzer. So I thought it would be fun to try out one of the other Physicians Formulas bronzers because I've heard really, really good things. It's definitely not too dark, which is the same with the butter bronzer. It's a very natural tone. Have to say, it looks really pretty. To be honest, it kind of reminds me of the butter bronzer. I like the tone and how it feels. Really pretty though, I like that. But then also I want to try out this one to add a little bit more glow. Ooh. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer. I have the color Glow, which I love their blushes from Milani, so I thought I would try out this one. Never heard anyone talk about this, but it looks pretty. Yeah, so that added a very nice, you can see that? Just added a little bit more color. A little bit of a warmer tone. Yes, I think I'm gonna love this just to bronze up the skin really nice. Then I want to try one of these, which are new for me. Never tried them before. Jeffree Star Skin Frost. I've never tried Jeffree Star highlighters, so I have two from the summer collection. I have Crystal Ball. This is Crystal Ball. I thought it was gonna be more pink, but it looks very white. And this one is Summer Snowcone. That's a very pretty color. They are really different. This is a lot more gold yellow. This is a true white pink. And I tried to swatch them and they are really dry and weird in the consistency. I did not expect that because I feel like Jeffree's like known for his glow. So I was kind of shocked when I, felt the consistency. It was really weird. But we're gonna try it on, and I think I'm actually gonna mix the colors. It's a very weird consistency. It's not powdery at all. I feel like it does not really pick up on my brush. What? Almost does not swatch at all even. I think I'm gonna try this one first. I'm not getting anything. You have to like scrape in the pan. And I think I'm gonna add some Crystal Ball on top. Yeah. I think out of these two, I like the Crystal Ball a little better. They're definitely not as bam as I thought they would be. They're really dry. They're really, really dry formula. Once you really build them into your skin, work them in, they're really pretty. Now I'm gonna use this one. This is also new. This is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Prime, Correct, and Set. And I've heard amazing things, so we're gonna try it out. The mist is really good. Oh, I also got this one. I almost forgot. I also got the LA Girl Pro Setting High Definition Setting Spray, Long Lasting Matte Finish. I'll try this also, just why not? This is very small though, this packaging. Well, both of them actually had a really, really good mist, which I feel like it's not really that often you get a good mist on especially drugstore setting sprays, but they both had a really nice mist. This one smelled a little like the NYX one, the NYX matte one, which is a little like chemically, but this one smelled just like kind of like MAC Fix Plus. Not exactly, but kind of similar. On the lips, I'm going to use a mix of these two Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. Jeffree Star has my #1 favorite formula. I love, love, love the quality of these. They are amazing. Best liquid lipsticks that I know about, at least. I'm going to first go in with Mannequin, and then I'm going to use a little bit of I'm Nude on top. Okay, so the makeup look is done. This is how it ended up. I'm really, really, really happy with it. I love glitter, and like the combination of these two glitters are just everything in my opinion. You guys know I love these types of shades, and I use a lot of these shades, and I do a lot of looks in these like color family on my channel. It's just because I love it, especially now that it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I thought it would be fun to do more of a pink look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it and liked this look that I came out with, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!